Subscribe to more UTB on YouTube.
So yeah, I know I've said I'm not going to do what you call it, things about Sheffield United and whatnot, but I can't, what you call it, shake off the fact that Sheffield United got all that way to Norwich and threw a game away. I know I'm doing it on this Saturday, 14th of February as of recording. I'm going to do a little bit of a Norwich review and a Birmingham preview, and then a bit later tonight tomorrow I'll probably do a Birmingham afterthoughts. I know I said about I'm taking a break from football, but I just think I'll still go to any home games, but I'll probably not do match day vlogs. I'll probably just basically post me review. So yeah, Sheffield United against Norwich. I went, and I'll be honest with you, I just got no motivation to basically comment on the full game, so it was a poor result, like it were against West Brom. Only saving grace, Jairo Riedewald got his brilliant goal, but that's just about it really. We just sat back. I was surprised that we went in 1-0 up at half time, but that's all you wrote. We just sat back, we just didn't look, we just looked nothing. And I said against the West Brom game, as soon as Jairo went off, we fell apart. And I was saying to a few people around ground that soon as this in a 1-0 game, whoever scores next goal will go on to win it, and they did. Norwich, they scored the next goal unfortunately, and they built confidence to win the next game, and unfortunately that's how it ended, and it is what it is. It just sums up our season. I think playoffs is done now, so I know I'm backing out from going today, but I just can't be bothered to work myself up mentally, get myself up for it, and just basically go again. Only saving grace that Patrick Bamford's back. I think we can, and also another saving grace, we've got Tyler Bindon in central defence, but it's disgusting what effort levels they put on that pitch overnight. And if I've got to choose, I'm going on to my Birmingham now. If I've got to choose like my line-up, I'd go for, we haven't got no other choice, Adam Davis in goal. He made some good saves overnight, some well beaten saves. Then Leo Hjelde instead of Harrison Burrows. I think Tyler Bindon and Jaffet Tanganga up in main central defence. Then Femi Sariki, because I don't want to see Keanu Hoover anywhere near that squad. It's just bang average, it's just poor. I don't think he's up for it. Then I'd go with central pairing of Sinipek and Jairo Riedewald, and on the left attacking midfield Callum O'Hare, even though he weren't up for it, to be honest. And It's like me with this video. I'm not up for this video. I'm just doing it off a cuff. Just doing it like because it's a match day, and you know, at the moment it's just still raw and stuff like that. And thinking about the Blaze is absolutely exhausting. And I'll be honest, if we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. We'll lose or draw. We'll still come back for more. I know I jumped in towel against from going today, but I just need a time away from travelling up and down the country. I do it as a job, so I'll go to on one and stuff like that, but I'll still go home the games because I'm a season ticket holder. So yeah, City Peck and Gyro Vinevold in Livingston, through the midfield. Got off on a tangent. So we're where we're with Callum O'Hare and Andre Brooks attacking. Then Patrick Bamford and Tom Cannon up front. I just think that's all we've got really. Tyrese Campbell, I don't think he's up for it. I think he's blowing out his arse every half an hour. He starts, even when he comes off, he's blowing out his arse. I just like to just question the fitness of the team. I am not confident that we'll win midfield battle because there's some big lads in Birmingham City squad and what have you. I just basically can't see us getting anything out of this game. If you ask me score predictions, I'm going to go 2-0 Birmingham because I just can't see us getting nothing. I can't see us getting a goal. I'd celebrate a goal, don't get me wrong. I'd celebrate a win, and then I probably will regret not going, but I'm not going anyway because I just need to take time out and travelling up and down country for what, to see no effort from lads. And it's heartbreaking, it's absolutely heartbreaking that how once we were the most threatening side, we were the most like domineering and stuff like that, to what how I've basically thought was like last season, yeah, we didn't play well, we didn't play good and stuff like that, but we're grinding results out. We were winning on 1-0s and stuff like that. And this season, I've seen a stat last night on Sky Sports and stuff like that, and we're top of games away, chucking away points from a 1-0 lead, and that's absolutely disgusting from us, from our standard. We aren't standard what we were in squad. We aren't the standard. We aren't the championship quality. We've had a woeful summer. We've had basically we had to go again, and I just can't see us doing much more this season. It's just broke. I'm just broken on how well we played under Chris Wilder last time in Championship, and when we went up, Chris Wilder basically took his money and run. But you know what, you would do. But it's the fact that we went up to Premier League, we finished 9th one season, and we went back down. I don't know if it was COVID or basically like that, but I thought we were going to do it again. We were going to basically go up, cement us place in around 17th, basically what you need to survive in Premier League, even though there's a big gulf. But it's frustrating how last season we went from being 1-0 up again. We sat back on 1-0 against Sunderland. We just couldn't be bothered in the playoff final, and as soon as that second goal got choked off of VAR, we just shrugged and went into ourselves and allowed Sunderland to win that game. And ever since, yeah, fair enough, they had a change of manager, and you think, yeah, you know, fair play. But It's just not gone right for this season. We're just not being mentality monsters like we were. I can't think of a leader in that squad at the moment, apart from Jairo Reinhold. I just can't think anyone said, listen lads, come on, let's basically have the 1-0 up, calm down, try and protect it, but attack them at the same time, exposed in vulnerabilities. But I just can't see us doing nothing like that from now till end of the season. And it's... Yeah, so, yeah. I know Birmingham's only a couple of points in front of us, but they've come up from League One in the higher than us. Yeah, I know that they've spent a bit more than us this season because we went down AI route. And God knows why we went down that AI route, in all fairness. Under Ruben's cells and stuff like that, or Sayers. Even looking back now, Ruben isn't to blame. It's what's on that pitch. Yeah, you get your City Pegs, you get your Gyros, you get your Pat Bamfords. But I was watching a game of the night at Carroll Road, and I'm going back to Norwich, and Callum O'Hare were basically... No players were getting in, but he was just slowing himself down, and how like he was looking back all the time to see what was going on behind him, and basically Andre Brooks were free on his own, left unmarked, keys to City, keys to goal. If he would have slotted him in there through, he would have gone 1-on-1 and scored, and it would have been game done with. But the fact that we chucked 24 points away, or is it 24 games, when we were 1-0 up, is goes to show that we haven't got no mentality in squad. We're not confident in ourselves. We've just gone basically in the cells all the time. So as other teams score a goal this season, apart from a few, like Blackburn away and stuff like that. We're just not. We're just huffed and puffed, and might as well just roll over and just sit with an open goal, because we're just not being good at all this season. It has to take us what? And I'm going back to us against Preston, 2-0 up, and basically chucking that away. And that was disgusting, that result. Fast forward to West Brom away, we were absolutely all over in second half. In first half, second half, turned off, rolled over, and his belly's tickled. Mind you, against a poor West Brom team back then, because they were unhappy under Ryan Mason, but we give them 3 points. Like going to Wrexham game, I know they're playing quite well, but under that game against Wrexham, we were 3-1 up and we managed to sod it up. And it's the mentality all season what we had. It's just disgusting. And us fans, apart from me today, travelled up and down the country to see them to just chuck games away. Yeah, we had rarities in basically winning 1-0 away from home at Portsmouth in the last minute. But we were just hanging on to his dear lives. We still looked at shaky squad. QPR, we sat back. Sheffield Wednesday, we sat back. Any other teams would put that to bed for 5 or 6. Anyway, that's just less said. I know I'm just ranting on about it now and stuff like that, but I will still be going to games, but I won't be doing a match day vlog. I'll probably just do this and just talk to you how I feel about the game and what I saw on pitch. May you agree, may you disagree with me, who knows. So yeah, and as always, thanks for your support, thanks for watching, and I will see you, I don't know, in the next one. Up the blades. So moving on to the Sheffield United and Birmingham game. Sheffield United travel 2 hours down M1 to face Birmingham. Well, 2 hours down M1 and M6. Yeah, 2 hours down to the Midlands against Birmingham. And basically ended in a 1-1 draw. So let's talk about the key moments. Let's talk about the players who performed well. So Sheffield United basically started off with number 17 in goal, Adam Davis. I'm not going to go number orders, sorry. Wow, flipping chucking it down with rain. So yeah, number 17 in goal, Adam Davis. Then on the right, Femi Sarika. On the left, Addison Burrows. In the centre too, Tyler Binden and Jaff Tanganga. In the central midfield too, it's Sidney Peck and Jairo Vinovold. On the left, it's Callum O'Hare, and on the right, it was Andre Brooks. And up front, it was Danny Ings and Patrick Bamford. Tom Cannon, not my mind. So, yeah, Birmingham City come into the game, basically all hammer and tongs, hit crossbar twice and a wonderful save by Adam Davis and a scuff shot by Dukush as well before the next following incidents. Then the incident happened, Femi Sariki got sent off. If you ask me, was it a sending off? No, that was on around 23rd minute. Yeah, like I said, was it a sending off? No. Tyler Binder went last man, and I do think we should appeal for it. But FA biasness towards a lot of refs this season, referees, and I think they're doing these mistakes to push for VAR. In all fairness, Tyler Binder definitely being the last man. But apparently Femi Sariki got sent off for the last man, so that allowed Birmingham to have a free kick. Marvin Dukush lined it at the edge of the box. Beckham-esque free kick. No world class keeper could save that, to be fair, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. If you think different, then fair news. So then United got awarded a penalty on the, I think it was the 27th minute or 28th. Jack Robinson, ball get hoofed from Adam Davis. Clara decides to leave it, or one of the defenders. Beadle comes and collects it, nearly from what nearly went out. Then he passed it to Jack Robinson. Jack Robinson had a good idea, dribbled it back to the goalkeeping box, goalkeeping box, put his hand on it. The referee and United players saw what did he like. It was a penalty. Upsteps Sidney Peck, and yeah. Bearing in mind, I don't blame Sidney Peck for basically missing that penalty, because some were glazing in his eyes, and you try and take a penalty in a whole away crowd, it can get intimidating, especially for a young lad like Peck. I can't fault him this season. I can't criticise him for that penalty. Even though I were there, I seen the highlights on TV. Oops, sweatlock. That's beat to Jim, hence why. So yeah, on the 42nd minute, I believe it was, Patrick Bamford, ball gets played into the box, met header Patrick Bamford, point blank range. Good save by James Beadle, to be fair. That, in my opinion, was a match winning save, had he not made the next mistake was following up. So then it was just basically back and forth, and Addison Burrows just picked up ball from nowhere. I think he was either a play or pass. Just absolutely hit it, Diags oofed it. Patrick Bamford, all Birmingham players basically thought he was offside. I think Beadle basically thought offside, but he came charging out to him. One thing you don't do against a class striker like Patrick Bamford, you don't basically charge out to him, allow him so allowed to Patrick Bamford basically get what you call it, take you on and slot it into the empty net, and that was 1-1. And to be honest, Patrick Bamford, if you would have asked me 12 months ago, I would have hated the bloke. I would have basically thought he were absolute tool hat, but nah, I like him because it's just what we need, and he's been a revelation this season, as of Gyro Wiedevold. Callum O'Hare as well, he's been my favourite, one of the favourite better players. And that's we are. Gus, I don't believe we are a better mentality team. We are Gus, but Gus can create that moment of magic. So second half, I can't recall United to have much chances apart from it was Birmingham. Birmingham absolutely tried knocking on the door, tried to turn in the screw. I know they hit crossbar quite a couple of times as well in the second half. United put backs against the wall. Tyler Binden basically played quite well. I think Adam Davis made some good saves and whatnot. Like I said, I just watched the highlights, going on the highlights, not watched the full games. And basically I didn't go to the game because of my state, what I were in. And I said I weren't going to think about, kind of bottom of me think, wish I did, wish I basically, but that's just tired me out overnight against Norwich, like I said. But yeah, I think it's a positive point. I think basically going to Wrexham with head held high to be 10 men and get a point out of Birmingham away from home is quite good. But let's not get carried away. Let's look on to Wrexham now. Playoffs is done in my opinion, but let's just play for the pride in the shirt. Let's play for the fans. And a bit interesting what Chris Wilder said about some fan base saying basically, I don't know what he said. It was also aimed at a media what he call it. He's clocked onto one of content creators saying we're not about being on beach. I don't know who said it. I don't know who finger. But I don't, like I said, it's aiming to them fans who were slating him and stuff like that. I must admit, I've said I've questioned his tactics sometimes, questioned his behaviour. But at the end of the day, he's Sheffield United managers, whatever he thinks, it goes, unfortunately. Do I think he's right man for next season? Yes. Do I think he needs to watch what he says sometimes? Probably yes, but that's why we love him, and that's why we either love him or we hate him. So, on to Wrexham now. I'll probably do a Wrexham preview in a few days. Have a little bit of a break from this one. Probably do a championship prediction video soon this week, towards the end of the week. So yeah, if you like this 3-part video, well, 2-part video, please give it a thumbs up, please give it a like, and if you want to, subscribe. If not, just keep liking, keep thumbs up, and keep commenting on this channel what you'll think and what basically your thoughts are to the season, your thoughts are against the Wrexham game. Do you think the playoffs are still on? Do you think the rebuild is a must next season? I think it will be. Playoffs? No, I don't think it's still on. Rebuild? Yes. Just try and play, get as many points now until the end of the season. And as always, thanks for watching. And future is red and white. Future's bright. Future's bright, future's red and white. Come on, Blades.